Hope to see you again.
I cannot imagine what purpose this forgery might serve, but mayhap 'twill become clear in time.
'Tis nigh indistinguishable from the genuine article. That fact alone means it has potential.
Reckon your road trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here... at least. You'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Many thanks. Interested in my wares?
We might scratch another task off
Wonder
our
if I
list
need
while we're
this.
here, if we are so inclined.
Efficiency is not the
Well,
only
tired
factor
again.
worthy of consideration.
Good. We're here.
Have you found any grimoires?
Town House.
You know not where they are to be found? Indeed. I shall divulge but one location. A village assailed by the dragon, mind you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I need to do that.
Good to see you, Master.
Might as well take a look while you're...
Must we run everywhere. You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Reckon your roads, trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Many thanks. Reckon your road, trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace. Peace and quiet. Pleasure doing business.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Take on any request, be it big or small. Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
Pawns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Right, just follow me.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating
Somehow
you then?
my feet always carry me through.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the item you requested is complete. Here you are. Sir, use it well. Hope to see you again.
Follow me, Arisen.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Ain't got the foggiest. Tis quiet about.
This is for a secret match.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
When battling monsters, the basic strategy is to overpower them with superior numbers. Larger monsters are always a threat, but they are hardly clever creatures, and are simple enough to overwhelm. That said, I have heard whispers of a more intelligent beast. A monster who seeks a battle of wits instead of brawn. Sounds positively fearsome, if you ask me. I only hope I ne'er encounter such a foe.
Speak to me another time. I'm on duty.
Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
You looking to enlist? I'll give you my post.
I trust aught's well, sir.
I hear the coronation is to be held anon.
Have you some business here?
For Roger.
If you see aught untoward, pray inform me.
What do you think you're doing here?
I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you can't tell.
What do you think you're doing here? Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
What business have you here?
If you see aught untoward, pray inform me.
Jack, my task is to seek out items of potential.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
None of my acquaintances don such shoddy raiment.
If you've naught to say, I'd best be going.
Are you of worthy station to be present here? Yes? Is there some...
You'd best...
I trust aught's well, sir. What do you think you're doing here?
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I'm on duty.
what's the matter thinking, this place?
'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray.
Have you business in Batal? Then you...
All's well, I trust.
Might you be looking to enlist?
You there! What are you up to?
Might you be looking to enlist?
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble. Aye, what is it?
Speak to me another time. I want...
We are hardly familiar with one another.
I trust aught's well, sir.
I cannot abandon my post. Would that such peace reigned eternal.
There's ought to be said, peace and quiet.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage. So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
But not at the I will see to it that the law is upheld.
Beg pardon, sir. I mustn't be
What do you think you're doing here?
I can't solve all your problems, you know.
What do you think you're doing here?
You'd best watch yourself. Do you know who I am?
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Ought to polish up my gear for the morrow.
You. I wonder how you must feel, having locked me away in this dismal place. Do you think yourself just? If so, you are sorely mistaken. There are many in this world who require salvation. I merely borrowed the aid of those who could offer it. Just as there are theories that may only be tested on living flesh, so are mortal bodies the sole source of certain materials. And, whatever you may think, all lives are not made equal. 'Tis the truth, whether you choose to acknowledge it or not. The sickly folk of the slums are fated to die, to waste away till death grants them its mercy. I merely gave their deaths a greater purpose. If anything, I deserve your praise, not this awful cell.
I should have known I'd not measure up. Job this.
Loyalty's just another way to save your own skin.
Not the important weapons here, anyhow.
Battle is best avoided here.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
That's quite enough.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Let us see what you're made of.
That's quite enough.
Your magical aid has dissipated. Pray, cast it anew. We cannot accompany you there, Master, but fear not. You'll find us here when you return.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Deeza's arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, hmm? Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Ah, Sir Arisen. I've been meaning to speak with you. Did you, perchance, pay a visit to the House of the Blue Sunbright? I see. After the rather strongly worded letter I received, I feared as much. 'Twas under unique circumstances, shall we say, that Daphne came to reside with us. You must understand, the House of the Blue Sunbright is our most generous benefactor, and their favor hinges upon our continued discretion. Thus, for the sake of all who reside herein, I beg you to steer Daphne away from any further contact with that household. Though it pains me to perpetuate the girl's misfortune, it must be done, if the gracious hand is to continue to function.
You're always such fun to talk to.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
Do you perchance remember me? You once knew me as maid to the young master, Sebastian. Well, I'm his maid no longer. Though I meant no harm, the mistress saw fit to turn me out. Tell no other soul of this, but the girl I had you fetch was none other than Sebastian's own twin sister. Afeard of inviting conflict over their inheritance, Daphne's family branded her a cursed babe and sent her away. Yet the loss of her newborn child drove the mistress half mad with grief. She's been bedridden ever since. I had hoped the sight of her long-lost daughter might rekindle some vital spark within my mistress. 'Twould seem it was not to be.
I should tell you, Lubomir has passed. We did all we could, but we could not save him. Ne'er before have I so fully grasped my own powerlessness. Would that I had been able to do more for him.
Let me get that.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Many thanks.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Many thanks.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Impressive.
This inspires naught but misgivings.
Interested in my wares?
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Must finding these be so difficult?
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire entitled Towering Earth, are you? One moment. Here it is. Towering Earth, the Forsaken Text. Aye, you may take it. I can cast no magics myself, after all. Left in my care, 'tis as a pearl before swine. Not to mention, I've already read it.
Prepare to engage!
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Not my kind of place, this. I've got to get home. I can't stay here.
My stomach's growling. Devoutness and diligence.
Can't stomach places like this.
I'd fain hear you speak on any subject, friend. Would you lend your ear to my request? You have my gratitude.
Why is everyone always in such a hurry?
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to... How extraordinary.
Where to now?
I could almost nod off where I stand. Well met, sir.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Well met, sir. Whatever am I to do? Fine wares.
Now this is a conundrum.
That's the last straw.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts.
Why would someone abuse it?
I did not miss the press up button. Oh my god. I have to remember to take a bunch of stuff here.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crownflower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crownflowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain, yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
I don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious village does more to spark my interest than deter it.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
I mislike the look of this.
I must say, this doesn't sit well with me at all.
You wouldn't want to make the others jealous now.
isn't much to go on. Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But 'tis easy enough. I should know, I've done it.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Phone's getting popular.
I return safe and sound, and I dare say, wiser for my travels.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Ding, ding, ding. Bloody annoying.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'twent so far away. Unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got just what we need tucked away in storage.
Yes, we do.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day. We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the finest treasures. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
troubles clean away this place.
At least my back's not acting up today. Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Hope to see you again.
You might say that the purpose of a forgery is limited only by one's own imagination.
Someone might pay good coin for it, either because they seek a forgery, or because they believe it to be authentic.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We'll make our way there in...
Reckon your road's been a long one. Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least